Shawn Tubbs here. Welcome to my studio. I've got another box to show you. This one's made by a company called Oddfellow, and it's called the Caveman 2 Overdrive. Really good sounding box, really natural, organic overdrive. It's got some nice features on it, including a separate boost switch, which is really nice. You don't have to have the overdrive itself on to engage the boost, and it also gives you a level control over how much boost you would like. It also has a switch on the front that allows you to choose between having the boost either pre or post. So in other words, you can have the boost before your overdrive circuit, or you can have it after your overdrive circuit. So it's a really nice feature just to have as just an added kick, maybe during a solo or whatever it is you may happen to be doing. It's got 4 knobs on it: volume knob, tone knob, drive knob, and as I had mentioned before, the boost knob. Really nice layout, really good looking box. It's a nice powder coat finish. It feels really durable, really built like a tank. So yeah, let's check it out. Without further ado, it's the Oddfellow Caveman 2 Overdrive. Okay everybody, welcome back. Let's check into this Caveman 2 Overdrive. I'm going to use my McCarty 58, my PRS, and I'm going to run into my divided by 13 FTR 37 amplifier. So here's the basic amp tone. And here's the Caveman Overdrive. So right now I've got it dialed up at a little bit lower gain setting, but the volume and tone is pretty much straight up. It's a really good sounding overdrive. It feels great. It's really, really dialable. As I said, we're starting with a low gain tone here. Cool rhythm tone. Let's go ahead and just start without changing the tone or anything. Let's just turn up the drive a little bit. So it's a little bit more gain there, certainly. And what I have noticed with this drive circuit is it does add just a little bit more low end as you bring up the overdrive. But that sounds and feels great. Let's turn up the drive to 12 o'clock. Still great sounding. It's got just a little bit of compression to it, but not too much. Let's go ahead and turn it up even more. So now it's getting into almost kind of a fuzz category, which I really like in a box because it gives me the versatility that I would want for solo voices, especially in a session. So once again, let's roll it all the way back to kind of where I started, and then I'll just roll it all the way across. So you can hear it how I was talking about that low end that'll kind of come into it, but it's not overly boomy, and as a solo box, certainly not overly boomy. You may find if you're playing rhythm passes that could get a little heavy, but that's such a great tone. That's such a great kind of overdrive slash fuzz tone. You back it back off to a little, behind, 12 o'clock. It's an overdrive. Get it a little on top of that. Turns into a little bit more of just a really great sounding fuzz pedal. So cool, there's the amount of gain on tap, and there obviously quite a bit, and from left to right the sweep is really, really usable. Let's go ahead and just listen to the tone circuit real quick. I didn't find a spot that was overly harsh in this tone as I rolled it left to right. So here it is all the way left. To be really usable, especially when I wanted to do more of a kind of a neck position thing. Just rolling that tone up was great. It was super usable and like as I said, not strident or harsh in any way, even going all the way to the back position again. And that's working really well. I mean, these are straight humbuckers. We're not running like a split single or something like that in this guitar. So I found that to be a really nice feature, and the box responds well to that kind of input. Okay, just real quick, I'll kind of show you the amount of just level you have on the overdrive side before we get to the actual boost side of the box. So here's the box off. Box on. Now I'll start turning up just the volume. Here it is off. Here it is back on, volume all the way up. So it's got plenty of output on tap, I think, for you to use. It has no problem pushing that amp into more overdrive. Let's look at the boost circuit just real quick. I'll go ahead and shut this off, and we'll go back to the amp sound one more time. And I'll turn on the boost, which can be ran independently, which is great. So you can hear the boost circuit puts a little more hair on there. It gives it a little bit more top end and more perceived low end as well. Now this boost circuit certainly isn't like mega amounts of boost, but there's enough on tap that it's certainly usable as a standalone boost circuit. I'll go ahead and I'll just sweep it from 12 o'clock and then up from there. So once again, here's just the amp. Here's the boost side of the Caveman. So I really like that circuit. Now so you've basically got two boxes in one, but what's also really nice is that you can run it with the overdrive circuit, and you can have it so that it's either pre or post. So if it's pre, it's going to be before your overdrive circuit. If it's post, it's going to be after. So if you're running it before your overdrive circuit, not only is it going to create a little bit more volume, but it's also going to create a little bit more gain. If you're running it on the back side of the overdrive circuit, it's going to be less apt to add as much gain, but it will give you a little bit more volume. So let's just do that real quick. I'll go ahead and turn the boost on. We'll start with just the box with the overdrive side, and then I'll turn the boost on. And right now it's set to post, which would be after the overdrive. And I'm going to keep the actual overdrive level down so you can really hear what the boost is doing. And here's the boost. So that's really great, because that's your low gain rhythm sound to your higher gain drive solo sound. Now, just real quick, I'll go ahead and we'll throw it to the pre-side. So now it's going to be hitting the input of the overdrive, and I'll let you hear that. There's just the overdrive. And here's the boost into the overdrive. Now I'll just throw the switch without turning anything off to the post side. So now it's after the overdrive. Now I'll move it back to pre. So you can tell, obviously, in the pre-side, it's not going to get as bright. It's just going to add more gain. On the post side, it's going to give you more volume, and it's going to be a little bit brighter. Now, obviously, with more overdrive, you can get more over the top with the amount of gain you create by using the boost circuit. So I'll go ahead and just put it in post and let you guys hear that real quick. So that's pretty much it. This is a really good sounding box. It's laid out really simply. It's built really solid. It feels good. As I mentioned earlier, it's what I would consider a very organic, natural sounding overdrive, and it was certainly a pleasure to get to jam through it a little bit. If you've got any other questions about this product, I'll put up a link on the at the end of this video, so you can be sure to get to their website and then they can answer any questions you may have about it. But as always, thanks for coming back and checking out my videos, and I look forward to showing you some more stuff in the future. Thanks, you guys.